In the beautiful city of Lagos, in the western part of Nigeria, there lived a charismatic pastor named Malachi. He was renowned for his eloquent sermons and the miraculous healing that took place in his church. People from far and near flocked to his services, seeking spiritual guidance and solace. In each of Pastor Malachi's services, several miracles were seen happening. There was even a service day when he healed a man born blind, prayed for a woman who had been married for 20 years without a child, and the woman conceived, and he also healed the lame. One evening, a young man named Abuba, popularly called Odogu, due to his wealth and affluence, decided to visit Pastor Malachi's church for personal prayer. Something strange happened that day. The young man was rumored to be missing. Some persons who saw him entering the church earlier that day said they never saw him leaving the church premises. This raised eyebrow about Pastor Malachi, with some speculating that he might be a ritualist, while others questioned the genuineness of his power. Pastor Malachi was accused of having hand in Abuba's disappearance and was invited for questioning by the Nigerian police force. However, he was later released after a thorough investigation. On returning from the police station, Pastor Malachi, who initially loved worship songs during church services and sprinkling of water during anointing service, suddenly placed a ban on bringing water to church and singing of worship songs. He claimed that worship songs is not the only way to worship God, and that water should be kept away from the church, since it could cause one to sleep if poured on the floor. Some members murmured about the sudden change in behavior of Pastor Malachi, but didn't care much, since miracles were not part of the ban placed by Pastor Malachi. Pastor Malachi immediately brought in guards to always checkmate those who will come to church with water. Despite the controversy, Pastor Malachi's church grew even more. After his release, the latest car was bought for him by one of the members in appreciation for healing his brother. The congregation, oblivious to Pastor Malachi's true intention, continued to seek his blessings. But as time passed, a sense of unease settled over the city. Accidents that claimed over 70 persons happened. Young children were seen running mad on the streets, cats crying in the night, and families struggled to make ends meet. One day, a young woman named Sister Chidinma arrived in the city. She was known for her strong spiritual sensitivity and unwavering faith. Upon hearing of Pastor Malachi's fame, she felt unease. There was something about him that didn't seem right in her spirit. During one of Pastor Malachi's popular revival meetings, Chidinma decided to attend. As the pastor began his fervent prayers, she noticed something strange. A shadow seemed to linger over those he touched, and their faces grew dim as if their spirits were being drained. That night, Sister Chidinma prayed fervently for discernment. In her dream, she saw a vision of Pastor Malachi standing under the shadow of another young man in a dark chamber, chanting incantations and laughing as he captured the destinies of innocent souls. In her dream, Pastor Malachi also said, "Water is our enemy." She woke up in a cold sweat, certain that God had revealed the truth to her. On the next worship day, she decided to go to church with a bottle of water. She hid the bottle of water in her bag. When she got to the church gate, the bodyguards searched her, but could not find the water, and she was allowed into the church. During the healing hours, Sister Chidinma was called by the pastor. As he began to prophesy to Sister Chidinma gently brought out her water bottle and then poured the water on Pastor Malachi's body. Immediately, Pastor Malachi opened his eyes and started screaming. And then a dark figure appeared. He started screaming again, "I will confess, I will confess." He suddenly transformed into a fish, then back into a human, and finally into Abuba, He started confessing, revealing that Pastor Malachi was actually a true man of God, whom he had kidnapped and killed the day he visited him for personal prayer. He had quickly changed into Pastor Malachi's face, and anyone he laid his hand on, he took their destiny. He claimed responsibility for all misfortune in the land and revealed that he belonged to a secret cult called Madawarudili. Immediately, a dark, strange figure appeared and struck him dead. He gave up the ghost and disappeared into thin air. Since that day till today, that church has been closed in the city of Lagos, and the streets. Also, people packed out of the streets due to the sudden shock of what happened in the church. If you love this story, please subscribe, share, and comment on the comment section. Thank you.